So this is a schematic for a battery isolated touch sensor with a TTL BNC output. The whole idea of this is to provide an isolation from ground so that you do not incur any noise in the neural recordings. And the way it works is there's a lithium battery that I'm using to provide the isolated from ground power that is in contact with the animal. And that way none of the electrons in the sensing side of the circuit actually come from the ground or can induce noise in the recording side. This is the actual device here. It's got a BNC output, and it's TTL, and it's active low, meaning that it's normally 5 volts, but when the animal is touching and the circuit is sensing, then the output goes to 0. This is the lithium battery, a CR123A. It's got a 5 mega ohm potentiometer for some sensitivity adjustment. And this is the AC 5 volt adapter power supply that I'm using to create or derive the BNC active low and also the LED status indication. So in the circuit here, there's the CR123A battery. The terminals are positive here and negative there. And the positive goes through this MPSA 62 on the emitter. And there's a 5 mega ohm potentiometer also that bridges the emitter to base and provides some sort of gain or sensitivity adjustment. The probe to the animal, or the probe to the device that you're wanting to sense when it's touched, is this alligator clip here, and this is on the schematic. This is the point. I'm using coax for noise isolation on both parts of the touch sensor. This sensor is also fed through a 220 ohm resistor to provide some protection to the MPSA 62 Darlington transistor. And on the collector here of the transistor, the output, goes into the input of this LCA 710, and there's a diode in here, LED, that when this diode conducts, it activates the power side of the isolator here. And so over here, this connection here that goes to the ground of the animal is connected here, and also the negative of the CR123A battery. It's 3 volt lithium. And then on the output side here, this 5 volts, this is coming from the AC adapter here, wall wart. There's an LED here for status, and it also generates the active low portion of the signal. And there's a 220 ohm resistor here that sets the current, limits the current for the LED. And so basically, when this LCA 710 is active on the center pin here, when this LED is conducting, then the center pin is conductive to these 2 outer pins. And so what that happens is, when that's conductive, it allows the current to flow through the LED and brings the LED voltage down from 5 volts to ground. And so this is the actual circuit, and I can show you when both of these are touched simultaneously, you get an LED indication, and also the TTL signal goes from 5 volts to 0. There's a quick disconnect here, and this is the circuit.